I had a conversation tonight with a new friend and it just felt like there's nothing I could say about me, about my thoughts, about my fears, about anything that this person just wouldn't accept and wouldn't respect and like just hear. Instead of like defending and deciding and criticizing and categorizing, just hearing it. And I've thought about this a number of times ever since I read that story in her book. But I feel like that the whole concept of having a move body friend, of having people in your life who literally there's nothing you could say or do. Aside from maybe some cardinal things that like murdering people. Obviously they would be upset with that, God forbid. But there's nothing that you in your day to day, just being you and sharing you and not trying to just build this facade of who you want the world to think that you really are, but not really knowing just who you are as you are right now today. Maybe you did do something that was crazy. I have no idea. But what if they could see you for who you are and not judge that and just be present with that and have people in your surroundings, be surrounded by people who are like that rather than people who are how you think you want to be. That we're so busy, right? The Western culture is a culture of making money. We can buy things that we don't want, to impress people we don't like, to feel good about ourselves based upon people we don't even know. Take that in. Being in another country or being in Europe and Switzerland and Italy, being in these places, I'm seeing that there's consumerism, but there's not as much of an emphasis in the places that at least I'm spending my time. And I think that when we're not trying to just take, consumerism is taking, we're not trying to just take, but we can just be present with what is and realize like I'm a human looking for more connection, looking for more impact, for more love, for more meaning. And that could be in any area that's whatever's important, right? Each one of us have a different area where we feel most fulfilled in terms of our impact, meaning, growth, and another area in our life where we feel the most room for growth, right? The most efficient. And having people in your life, unbelievably valuable. And I'm only really just learning this now at my age, right? Mid-30s. And I'm seeing this. Making friends, having conversations. And what I've learned is that you go first. You want to find people like that. You want to have friendships like that. You be willing to be asked questions by them, but you also be willing to share with them. And the degree to which you're willing to open up lets them know that you are safe, for them to feel safe, for you to hear them, to listen to them, for them to open up to you. And it literally changes the way that you view yourself, the way you view relationships, the way you view your relationship with yourself. And you're not going to see a marketing ad to say, hey, connect more with yourself. Maybe there's a reason why. Because if you were more connected with yourself, you wouldn't have the feeling, the need, the drive, the want to be connected with that product, with that service. And if I'm really honest, I'm being really honest, I don't really market myself. I don't really say, hey, I do these things. And if you follow me on social media, you'll see that I really don't market myself. I share about my journey. I share about that I'm a human being having human experiences, or maybe even a spiritual being having human experiences, whatever you want to say. But I'm not just trying to post and promote. I'm trying to share like, hey, life is real. Be real. And then you'll live a real life, not live an Instagram life, not live a vicarious life. Be real. And then you'll attract other people. You'll meet other people who have a standard that is higher than the standard that maybe you're living at. And that standard is a higher standard in terms of their emotional wealth, and their spiritual wealth, their honesty, how honest they really are about like how you really feel. How are you really doing? How are you really doing? Can you imagine if you had people that really just fully supported you no matter how you're doing? That you don't have to say every time they ask you, oh, thank God, right? Or like, oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing good. No, you're not doing good. You're not doing good, because as soon as you're done saying I'm good, you think about the things in your life, maybe consciously or not, that are not doing good. So just being more real, being around people who really get it and respect it.